Okay, guys. Sometimes you're wanting a little something extra. Now, I am currently, like I said, in this leaning out phase. Normally, this time of day, it's about 4 p.m. This is when I have like a later evening. I had later evening meal. Earlier, I had a couple pounds of meat. Normally, I might have another like 1 pound ribeye. That would work well. But since I'm leaning out, I'm going for something a little bit smaller, a little higher protein. So I've got some Greek yogurt here, and this is Costco generic brand Kirkland, and basically with Greek yogurt, just make sure there's two ingredients. There should be milk and some kind of cultures. That's all you want. You don't want to have stuff that has like polysorbate 80 or diglycerides, monodiglycerides, things like that. These emulsifiers are basically garbage, carrageenan, things like that. So it should just be basically two ingredients. And so basically what I have is the yogurt. I've got Element, a little flavor pack here. This one particularly is raspberry. And then of course you have to have a cup. And this is a Best Dad Ever coffee cup. Now, maybe you have, my kids got this for me, so maybe you have best dad ever, or second best dad in the world or something like that, because, well, there can only be one. So whatever kind of coffee cup you have, or some other cup, maybe your best mom. And then I got a little bit of water there because I think it's going to help with this. And then I've got, of course, an immersion blender. And, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out what I'm going to do here, but I'm going to do it anyway and show you how sort of simple this is. And so I'm going to take this yogurt, open it up, and, Greek yogurt by itself, plain, most people aren't going to eat. It doesn't taste that good. It's all right. So I'm going to fill this cup up about halfway so I got room to work. You don't want stuff flying all over the place. So about 3, maybe 4 big old scoops of this here. And then I'm going to, we'll throw that there. Throw the Element in there. It's got a nice little thing so it can rip all the way. Hopefully you're strong enough to rip through the, the tear off. Pour that in there, and then, like I said, I'm going to add a little bit of water there just so it blends a little easier and it gives that consistency a little bit easier. And I'm just going to do is I'm going to go ahead and drop the immersion blender in there, so I've already got it plugged in. And one of the reasons I use the coffee cup so this damn thing will fit in there. And then we'll just go ahead and turn that bad boy on. And just kind of slowly move it up and down a couple times to get that fully mixed in. Okay, we're done. And then, you could use a spoon or something like that. Obviously, you could just whip it up in anything. But these immersion blenders are nice because they make it so that you get a nice, even blending of the thing. It's kind of like if you're eating this stuff and you get some that doesn't got enough of the flavoring, some that does. So normally I do this next to the sink and I just throw this thing in the sink. But since I want to show you guys, and so it's a very creamy consistency. I don't know. Well, let me see. I'm gonna walk over to camera and let you guys see what it looks like. One day I'll be able to afford my own cameraman and we'll be able to get some better camera angles on this. Anyway, and so a little taste test on this, and it's really good. It tastes wonderful. That little bit of Element flavor pack really leveled up the flavor on this. You can control the ingredients you put in there. If you bought the store-bought, flavored yogurt, there's always crap in there, so don't do that stuff. So it's an easy snack, high protein. Greek yogurt has higher protein than other types of yogurt generally. I use the fat-free one. Like I said, I'm trying to lean out. You could use full fat if you want, if that's not your goal. If you tolerate dairy, guys. Now again, this is carnivore sort of. If you don't tolerate dairy, obviously this isn't going to work for you. If you don't tolerate artificial, or non-nutritive sweeteners, this isn't going to work for you. If you're a food addict, this may not work for you. There's a lot of reasons this one may not work for you, but if you tolerate these things and you're looking for a quick, easy snack that's high in protein, you're trying to lean out perhaps, this is a good way to do it. Simple, super easy. Yeah, you could just throw it in you can just blend it up with a spoon, but I think the immersion blender, yeah, it's kind of cool. It makes you cooler. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Have you tried something like this? Have you tried it with Element? This is something I discovered while I was on vacation in France. I had some Element packs with me, and I was having some fromage blanc. And I said, well, I haven't eaten a flavor. Let me throw these Elements in there. And tasted damn good. In fact, the citrus one I thought was even better than this, but this is quite good with just a raspberry. So anyway, bon appetit. Talk to you guys soon.